Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. It's been a very long time for me. Northreach. We probably have to go to Northreach. I think there was... Wasn't there any other quests that I had? Where was that? Journal? No, that's completed. Okay. Apparently not. God, I keep forgetting there's no button to run, and I keep pressing buttons for it. Oh, it's been a while. Was there any bounties? I feel like there was a bounty in Northreach. Bounties do you have for me, buddy? Okay, that's the one I don't know where it is. This is Dalmacia. Specifically Vamare. But I don't think North Region is Dalmacia. Again, it's been a while. Yeah, that's Dalamil, okay. Let's do North Reach first. Get that out of the way. I'm gonna have to familiarize myself again with the controllers.
I saw it with my own eyes. And a whole of Oriflamme under a flood. And we're next.
4 left for more on the captain's orders. Only 2 came back.
What happened? Wait, let me actually have a look here. City looks fine. They were saying under a flood.
Soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Seems fine. Okay.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Interesting, okay. Let's go find the woman.
More arrived from the capital this morning.
I know. They could hardly stand.
Oh, hi.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashyyyk, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Okay.
I can't do it. I can't fight those things.
But you can. You must. For me. For us.
That's a really bit manipulative, but okay. Sure, Jan. Sure.
4 left for more on the captain's orders. Only 2 came back.
Goddess help us.
More? What was more? Mornaborn? Broom? Oh. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Okay.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
Is this really the time? Really?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs.
Okay, don't say it like that. Don't.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Okay.
That thing, it took off the captain's head. Before we could even draw his steel.
I'm not going back out there. You hear me? Fuck this!
Why is that guy so much louder than the other one? Alright.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
Don't leave me, Pa.
Oh. Oh, don't. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, fuck.
My family.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing.
I forgot the flood didn't mean a physical flood. That's why I was looking at the capital being like, the capital looks fine. There's no water. No, it's the fucking... the crystal flood.
Things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
It's all right.
You're safe now.
I assume you have a plan?
We need to find out what we're facing. The captain lost his head because he never stopped to use it. If we reman the towers and fortify the walls, we might just stand a chance.
All right, let's try to find.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Ta-ta. Can I go over this? Oh, she does. Oh, that's nice. I feel like there used to be more animals around. Oh, yeah, there's flood.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Oops.
Should I prime?
No, you should not prime.
Save your strength.
Oh boy. Right. Oh fuck. Yep, he's behind me.
To me, boy. Too slow.
Nice.
Over here. Get him. Go for it. This one.
Oh, two chocobos in the distance just watching the sunset. That's cute. Well, I'm fighting for my fucking life. This was somehow less worse than they normally are. I don't know if just being away for a while made me better at this. Which, I'm offended. Da-da-da. Oh, nice.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
No, we haven't.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed
I'm sorry, did they manage to convince them by saying, yeah, you can have sex at the brothel anytime you want? Oh, this is like going to the Warhammer shop and them giving you a free mini and being like, yeah, we just want to make sure you're, you know, having fun, that you understand the hobby. It's just like the first hit is free. And then you have to come back for more. I love Warhammer shops.
I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the one standing before me.
Oh.
Handsome and...
Should I be going away? We're intruding. Let's leave.
If you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Alright, cool. Okay, so I need to go back to base because I need to figure out... I feel like that quest took less time than the one that we had in Rosaria. Weirdly enough. Let me... Oh, there's a new missive. Nice. Let me go look... to remember the area that I need the quest for. Or the bounty, sorry. Which area was it? Vamar. Dalmalkia. Okay. I feel so old that I have to look at my control to figure out what button it wants me to press. Oh no, I'm so old. Vamar is usually one of these regions, right? Unless it's like a small... Oh, Vamar. There it is. Ooh, what's the nearest teleport point? Is it actually the jaw? That's funny. Okay, we'll go to the jaw.
Good girl.
Oh, I'm gonna get that. Okay, keep going. Hello? Oh. Bye-bye. Oh, there's a lot of monsters now on this road, huh?
All right.
This used to be free of anything. I think it was this way. It doesn't matter which way. You'll end up in the same place. I just hear the distant, you're not alone. And now, was it that? It's probably that. I'm guessing it's that. There it is.
Tables, girl.
Hey, guy.
Those who have nothing are clear. So empty your pockets.
Are you trying to steal from me? Oh. I don't know what I did. Oh. Oh. Come on, attack me once. I'm just gonna do this to get the rest of the health out. To look it up. What's the name of the ability? Giga Flare. I need to check if Giga Flare is influenced by the levels of Mega Flare. Fuck off. Alright. Oh, nice, I leveled up. I think? Yeah. Scarlet Tide. Oh, nice.
That is.
Oops. Sorry.
Dirty turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Okay. The fucking one-liners really kill me every time. Right. No, it doesn't say that it's influenced by a good old friend, so it should be fine. Need 4,000 to upgrade that? Bloody hell. Alright, let's go into town. Oh my god. Hi.
Sid. Oh, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle.
Oh, thank you. She is.
Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
Okay.
You think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
Okay, great answer.
Fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Okay, whatever. Let's do it.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
They're both as stubborn as the lover's pox and every bit as irritating.
Okay.
One insists on their proposed plan of action, the more the other rails against it. Oh, they've successfully split the town asunder just when we should be standing as one.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
Okay, fuck off, mate. Go fuck yourself.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Okay, so we came in for nothing. We can't argue with them.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Who's Victor? Okay, great. You know, do I have active time lore here? No, I don't. All right. The fuck is Victor? Friend of Sid's and later Clive's, who keeps an ever-attentive vigil of the comings and goings in Almekia and his hometown of Costnice. Costnice? I don't remember him at all.
Sid, And Lady Jill? What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Who the fuck is Victor? We came in here for nothing. We had to go out again. God damn it.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal. It may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Okay.
Play along.
Oh god.
What he means to say is yes.
The fuck have we gotten ourselves into?
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city guard. With you as captain.
Me? I don't know about that.
But picture it, Conrad. Comrade. Get it? Comrade.
Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself.
What?
Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings.
What are we doing?
Oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is
the question mark.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
true as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed
True as my butt's cracked.
last one worth his salt, and not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
This whole thing feels like a fucking Yakuza sub-story. My god.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, milady.
Not the brightest candle in the crypt. I'm gonna start using that. Oh, it got significantly darker.
And show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
Yeah, yeah. I want cookies. I miss this game.
Why would anyone do such a thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. The bread shop too.
If I had my pickaxe, I would. Don't get yourself worked up. You need rest.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it.
Yes, but...
All this after the last sellswords we paid for proved themselves such reliable souls. You'd have us throw good gill after bad.
Never poke a hornet's nest, they say. Conrad's going to get us all killed.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case.
He sounds so unsure.
Are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
He sounds like me when I'm trying to pretend to do a voice, like oh, like bunching up your cheeks and shit. It's really funny.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it.
Yay?
But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Oh, she knew.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
It appears I have no choice but to do what little I can.
Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
We have, but I would not see any unnecessary blood spilt. We need a plan.
It's almost like the writers just wanted you to somehow be involved, even if your involvement meant nothing.
I'm scared. What if the bad men come back?
It's all right. We're all right now.
Oh, I'm ruined.
If you're wondering why Dalimil's in such a sorry state, you can blame the bandits. Them and the mercenaries who are guarding the gates. Though I can hardly fault them for running. Fighting would have meant death. Did for more than a few.
Fucking thieving bastards!
As if life hadn't been hard enough round here since the Fang fell.
Yeah, I totally didn't do that.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak.
Perfect.
All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
To overwhelm us.
Well, they're doing a piss poor job of that. I like how there's no commentary because I'm just trying to concentrate, not be bad. Oh. Fuck off. Ooh, nice, a kill bug.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
They're all dead.
Hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Cool, and everyone was friends. Yay.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
Thanks.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Yep, let's go do that. Oh, daisy. Keep pressing the button and not actually doing anything with it. Hey, Otto.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
I'm just that good.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary.
Yes!
Ida says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Yeah, Joshua. Joshua.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid, despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now.
I thought Ultimate had created Clive. Because he keeps saying that it's a body he wants, so I thought he'd created it. Maybe accidentally. As part of its, you know, cultivating mankind thing. So I thought it was less random.
If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find the means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
Oh.
Doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Well, Clive, from his perspective, it's either you or him die. So he's like, yeah, well, do me. Perfectly reasonable. Oh no, Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
That's a funny joke, Jill. That's a funny joke.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Yes!
Clive.
Yes!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
The gang is back together.
Look after him.
Jill is such a worry mom. I feel that.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Ooh. You can introduce us.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
Yeah, it does.
Taya's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
Alright, let's pick up all these quests. And then we'll start on them. How many quests do I have? 4. Wonderful.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
Blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen. I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Alright. I did help Ivan.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
No idea what you're talking about.
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Oh wow, rude.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Allow me to help.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always. My biggest worry is that the children have somehow damaged the scales, but are wary of asking for help because they think they'll be punished. And if I find out that's the case, I swear I'll take the switch to every last one of them.
Take the switch? What the fuck does that mean?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water.
Okay, old man.
Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Yeah, this was worth spending our time as the world is ending.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Truly, truly worth it.
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think that we have seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, but I oft worry the rank captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens, but remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as are the Vale's doors, Isabel. Dramatis Personae. The Guardian League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all to leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better after thanks. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one expiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we, Lubor? Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may my turn. You must esteem Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform this vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, now a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of the manor, to the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am sure sorely ill-equipped. If it pleases you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford, Seneschal to Lord Byron Rossfield. And Sir Rutherford summons, yes. Oh?
Rutherford? Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
Smooth like butler. Butler? Smooth like butler? What? I thought I misread that. Oh, hey, buddy.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
She would. Inquire with Lady Karen about the recent rumors. I'm not afraid of a lashing.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Okay, I'll park up in front of her. And next time we'll do that. Perfect. All right. That was good. That was effective. I think we're close to the end, but then we still have the DLC to do, so it's going to be a few more hours. More than a few. Probably 10 more hours, I would guess. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.